First, I'm going to draw a circle for the base. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle, but try your best. Next, draw a straight line down the middle of the circle. From there, you'll draw the jaw coming from the side of the circle to the bottom of the line to create the chin. Do that on the other side as well. Next, you'll draw a horizontal line through the bottom half of the circle to the other side. This will show you where the top of the ears will be, as well as the eyes. For the eyes, I draw an almond shape. All you do is draw an arch on the top and then another inverted on the bottom. Remember that it may not look perfect if this is your first time because art takes practice. Next, I draw the top of the nose bridge. To make the nose, draw a circle. This will be the nose's base to work from. Below the base of the nose, I draw the line running through the lips. It's basically a line that kind of dips at the middle. And after that, I start to draw the neck as well. Depending on the gender of the person you draw, you will make it either wider or slimmer. I accidentally made it a little too wide, so I went back in to make it a bit slimmer. For the eyebrows, I just hatch along a line to create a hair effect. Now to sketch the nose, you'll draw a nostril and you will kind of draw a dip at the center of the circle. And then you'll go back up to create the next nostril. It should kind of form an M shape. The sides of the nose, I don't know what they're called, you will do a crescent. Now you can start to erase the guidelines from the sketch to clean up the drawing. For the bottom lip, you'll do an inverted trapezoid with rounded edges. For the top lip, you'll do about the same, except you'll have a dip at the center, which will form a V shape. For the eyes, I sketch a simple circle. When I draw the eyes, I will darken around the edges of the circle. I will do the pupil in the center, and then I hatch along the eye, and I'll have one side left untouched for highlights. For the eyelashes, I will sketch along the eye to darken it. This will mimic an eyelash effect. Make sure you don't sketch out each individual eyelash because that can look cartoony, but you can sketch some on the sides. Now I will hatch along the nose bridge to make it more defined. This shadow will show the viewer that the nose is pointing outward from the face, and that creates a cast shadow. For the lips, I make the sides and corners of the lips darker, and I also make the line running through the lips have a bit more of a shadow to it, but I also have highlights on the center parts. Next, I did some hatching along the neck. I made the corners darker, and then I made this grading effect where it got lighter the closer it got to the chin. Next, I went back in to define the cheekbones and add some light hatching around the face. Now you can add whatever little details you want to the face to make it more realistic. Now I start to sketch the hair. You can do whatever you want, but I chose to do like a middle part with long hair. To add texture and value to the hair, I start at the middle part and I make it darker, and then it kind of gets lighter in the middle, and then it goes darker again, and this kind of grading effect. After adding final touches to the hair, the portrait should be done.